I woke up at night and saw them sleeping together. Didn't you sleep in the cat's nest? Until I blamed myself for too many stray cats. There are too few rooms for them to squeeze in. Think about it. I decided to make a bigger cat's nest. I picked some sticks and base plates. I picked some insulation boards. As a result, the boss of the insulation board sent me a thin one. The thin insulation board. The thermal insulation effect is not so good. So I specially asked the boss to deliver it for me. 2 cats' nests made before. I took a closer look at my family's opinion. So this time, I'm going to correct it. Let's see what I can do this time. A large board covers the bottom of the cat's nest. It is convenient to move the nest later. Glue between the base plate and the foam board. To fix them, install the thick plate after laying the base. On the first floor, I plan to make a large door opening. Standard is a door and a window. Draw the size I want. I modified it with a knife and just dug it out. Fix it with this structural glue. Then install the compartment on the first floor. Measure the distance of the compartment. Install it directly after gluing. After installing, fix the door of the other room. After finishing the adjustments, install the side panels on both sides. This time, the floor is higher, so I decided to use this wooden strip to hold cat's nest on each floor. Make it stronger. The size is drawn. Use this cutter. Cut it to the size I want. Fix it with screws between the 2 wooden strips. The bones are too strong. After the texture, it turned dark. I found a headlight and came over with the light on and continued to do it. I didn't expect this light to be quite bright. The last one is finally screwed. Next, let's arrange the standard room cat on the first floor. Cat scratching board and cat cushion. The other one has 2 cushions and a cat scratching board. Now to do the first floor. This staircase leads to the middle of the second floor. Measured the distance of the stairs. Cut the board. Fix it with screws. That's basically it. Put it on and try it. The staircase height feels perfect. The first floor has direct access to the second floor, so I'm going to dig a hole here. Install the roof wax on the first floor with structural glue. Put the ladder in again and try the size. Oops, wrong. This hole is too small. The fat cat will definitely not come up. Make this incision bigger. Even such a fat cat can come up. Visually checked this hole now. There is no problem with the fat cat at all. After finishing the staircase order, then install the other roof panels on the first floor. All for turns are marked with structural glue. Structural glue is also used to connect the plates. The first floor is basically like this. Wake up tomorrow and continue working. The glue should be dry by now. I pressed it with a big rock. It can speed up the sticky effect. Now to frame the balcony on the second floor. Measured his distance. Cut out the culturally good size with a cutting machine. I cut about 20. I put the planks more densely so you can make it sturdier. So this is what the framework looks like. I bought fewer insulation boards. Take advantage of lunch today. I bought some more insulation boards. Add another insulation layer on the wooden strips. Stairs to the second floor. So this board, I cut out another one. The size is between the wooden strip and the insulation board. And then we reinforce it with a layer of glue. After reinforcement, lay the base plate on the second floor. Lay it out and put the ladder down and try it. This ladder is really sturdy. Continue to lay the second layer of base plate between each insulation board and the wooden slats. It is fixed with glue. Otherwise, it will definitely loosen later. Install the rear panel after completing the base plate. The first floor is the open room. I don't plan to go that high on the second floor. Cut it in 2 with insulation board. Cut out a window and a door. I accidentally broke it with a hammer. Please don't use 502 to stick this. It's going to melt this insulation. The cut board. Now I'm going to install it. Install the side panels again. The entire board on the second floor is already completed. Use this wooden frame. Circle this second floor for him again. It's even stronger. On the second floor, I designed a small compartment. There is a board in the middle. Put a cat scratching board, a cushion on which to sleep with them. After sorting out the interior decoration, the second floor is finally topped out. Finally, it was pressed with a big stone. Make this glue stronger. The second floor base is complete. And now I'm going to do the balcony on the third floor. The balcony on the third floor is also. They used wooden slats to hold it in place. The wooden strips are all cut and sized. Put it on the third floor, one by one. Is there a fat cat in the yard? So I'm in the back. It was reinforced with a wooden strip. Twisted on the back for 2 hours. It will be dark before it is finished. It's getting dark and I can't see clearly in the yard. The stairs were cut in the afternoon. I'm taking it home now. Is every staircase panel the same size? Fix it with this screw. You can break it into a 45-degree angle again. Now it's the staircase on the third floor. Draw the size I want. Take it to the yard and cut it. Is it really cold at night on the mountain? After cutting, I hurried home and continued to screw the nails. Same process. It's the same staircase as the one on the second floor. The previous cat's nest video of the ladder. People say he's not like a ladder. This time I improved it. Unfinished daytime tasks. I plan to do the rest tonight. Twist these strips for reinforcement. It's to make the front terrace stronger. Finish twisting those sticks. It's a M now. The moon doesn't sleep. I don't sleep. Look, the moon hasn't gone down yet. Continue to glue the 3-layer base plate to lay it on. Are your hands a little shaky tonight? The feet are a little too much. Lay out 4 base plates and press them all firmly for him. 3rd floor, bottom circle. Also use this screw and wooden strip to fix it. Install the thick plate after fixing it. There are 4 small compartments on the 3rd floor. There is only 1 door and no window. It's too cold this day. Take less than an hour's worth of water out of the room. It's all frozen. Alright, now to install the side panels in the middle of the 3rd floor. There are 3 side panels in total. Finally, install the side panels on both sides. There's a cushion in every room. When I got here, I realized that the moon had already set. The moon went to sleep. I'm a little sleepy too. I'm going to finish this cap on it. Then I went to bed. I pressed it with a big rock last night. It is estimated that this glue is basically dry today. Hey, there's a cat in this nest. He should have slept here yesterday. Back to work. Cut a wooden strip to secure the balcony. A family member said before that the last cat litter I made, not too strong and small. This time I made a big, sturdy one. Bring some small toys by hand. I threaded some of these felt balls. Hey, I didn't expect it. They really like to play this. Glue it now, and began to lay the balcony boards. Measured the balcony distance. Cut the board and go directly to the top. And there's 2 panels on the ground floor. Let's try the stairs we did last night. All that's left are windows and doors. We'll use the scrap material to make a window. This scrap is the last time. It was left over when making the cat's nest. And here's a little bit of the scrap. I repurposed this leftover material into a door. Take measurements. I put that super sticky double-sided tape on it. Glue it to this door. I tried this opening and closing effect is not bad. This double-sided tape I tested. He pinches this foam board really firmly. This cat. There should be no problem in and out. And finally, a little bit of decoration for the cat's nest. Put some nice stickers on it. This size also has stairs. Will you come to stay? This is the first time I've collected stray cats. Both of them came to our yard by themselves. I just brought him a cardboard box at that time. Put on a dress. I didn't expect to land behind. Many little stray cats continued to come. I hope they can be happy and joyful here.
I made this cat tent 2 days ago. Really windproof, but it still can't fight off the cold. I see them shivering with cold. I read the weather forecast. It will be 12 degrees below 0 in 2 days. I just found this thickened insulation board. I'm going to make them a thicker and warmer nest. It took 2 pulls to pull it back. This insulation board is really big and thick. You guys want to see what I'm going to do? Since stray cats like low spaces, so I cut it in 2. Bought me a little too high. 2 paragraphs is just right. Put on glass glue, then fix it for a while. Glass glue pinch this insulation board is very firm, so I use this glass glue to fix it. Both sides are the same, and glass glue is applied for fixing. Cut the side panel next to it. The side panels are also fixed with glass glue. Glass glue is very convenient. Type it on and then glue it directly. Draw a door first. Cut a door in a while. No matter how fat the cat is, it should be able to get in. Little stray cats grow up too fast. I'm afraid they will grow up. This thing can't get in. Bought an electric blanket and placed it on the 1st floor. They won't get cold. Glass glue on the side rings on the 1st floor. Seal the top in a while and you'll be done. Then wait for him to do it for a while. I didn't find it until I glued it. I went to cut another hole on purpose to make it up for it. It's basically done. I'm going to take it to the yard to perform. To protect it from wind and cat, I bought this wood on purpose to perform a simple fixation. In this way, no matter how they jump, it won't collapse. All 4 corners are fixed to it with screws. This is fixed. It looks like it's done. I saw a comment these 2 days saying, I sell snacks, so I photographed the stray cat. These are the ones I keep at home. They all came by themselves. I also took it casually. Selling snacks is my life. Please don't support me just because I help stray cats. I believe you have encountered stray cats. We'll do the same. My 2nd floor side panels were put in first. I'll dig this door out for it first. Otherwise, it will be difficult to do once installed. On the 2nd floor, set up a small piece. A scared kitten can sleep in one room. The side panel has just been cut and installed directly. There are also partitions. I put the cat cushion in first. Otherwise, once the ceiling is in place, it won't be possible to put it in. There are only 3 small rooms in total. Almost done. Finally, put glass glue on the bottom and seal it. Especially for this kind of thermal insulation board. It's waterproof. The key is that it's waterproof and insulated. There's a heating blanket in it. It won't be cold again. The foundation has been completed. I also tried the electric blanket and it works well. The new year is coming in 5 days. I will first put this word foo and write this couplet and paste it on it. After pasting, I think this cat's nest looks better. As soon as it was finished, this cat came right in. It seems that this house is really warm. I think this hole is just right. Such a fat cat. He just went in like this. Let him try the small 2nd floor room first. Check if this cat hole is big. I feel just right. Shabai is also out. He went straight into the first floor heating room. It seems that the temperature here is really suitable. Did it for a day and then fed these little guys. It depends on whether they will go in and sleep at night. The first thing everyone said was, the cat's nest is not easy to clean. I opened a door on the backside of the first floor, slashed the door out with a knife. A similar hole was drawn. The cat's nest is still very clean from the door. It seems these little cats really like this place. The size slides just right. The cat scratched the board and took it out. Put the cat scratching board in again and put the cat cushion inside for a while. And their cat's nest by the window. It's so clean and bright with a little tidying up. The backside pulled out this door. I used a piece of junk from my house. Think of it as a door knob. Give it the original and press it back. I taped another circle around the door. Prevent it from leaking or accidentally falling. The bedroom next to it does the same. Cut the door out with a blade. This one bedroom, I put a cat cushion when I made it. And a larger cat scratching rack. Now the cat scratching rack can go through this hole. It came out easy. I tried it, and there is no problem getting in and out of the hole. Go ahead and put it back in place. Now I'm going to give him this back door. It's sealed and taped all around. Prevent it from suffering. I read the comments. People say the lotus leaves on my door are upside down. So I took it off today and reinstalled it. I won't speak for now on the second and third floors. Just use this hook. Take out the cushion inside. It's also easy to tuck in because there are no large objects on the second and third floors. Now I will reopen this lotus leaf door. Glue it. Fix it to this foam board with this double-sided tape. The glue is still quite firm. Try it and it won't fall off. Make the fattest cat in our yard. Try the import and export. There is no problem at all. Okay, now all the doors have been replaced. There are still many families who are worried about water leaks. Today I used this wood too. Make a big terrace on the top floor. Measured the distance I want. Cut with this. The machine cut it into the size I wanted. Ouch, our little me is back. This is the one I rescued from my hometown. Adult cat. In this yard, just think of it. Come in if you want. About the cat's toilet issues. They'll be in the dirt pit in the yard. Or go to defecate in the back mountain. Lay out these slats on the terrace. Measure the distance and place it for him. I'm going to reinforce this patio next. This reinforcement step is very important, so I screwed a lot of screws. In that case, it won't fall, no matter how many cats try. The top and bottom are screwed. Stick another layer of glue under the wooden strips on the top. It's even stronger. Put some more on top of the sticks. It will take a while to stick the foam board. After gluing, I think the front is still unstable. I reinforced another strip. We've run out of strips. I can only splice it here. Use this triangular iron sheet. Fix it with screws. After ordering, it feels a lot firmer. Now give the foam board. It's covered with reinforcement glue except under the board. Reinforcement glue should be used to connect the plates. Pick them up. It has been mentioned by everyone. I feel like this terrace is not stable. I found an iron sheet and screw to fix it. Add one more. I do think it's stronger than before. After finishing the roof, there is still wood left. I don't want to waste this wood. Use this wood for the little homeless first. Let's make a gazebo, probably imagined. What kind of gazebo do I want to make? I drew it with a pen. Use a cutter to cut it into the desired size. Or fix it with screws. I'm going to start by making a bottom bracket. Bottom bracket. All the corners are fixed with screws. Next, use them one by one to secure it. Not much wood left. And so I made a smaller pavilion. After everything is fixed. Next I'm going to install its support bars. All sides need to be fixed, so it'll be stronger and stronger. It's quite heavy after it's done. After putting it on, it feels really good. Just wore 2 felt balls and tied them to it, so that when they are basking in the sun, it doesn't get boring. At least there is a toy to play with. Finally, a question that people talk a lot about. Lying on this roof will leak. Use this glass glue. Glue the gaps in each board for it. Glass glue. Everyone knows that they are waterproof in toilets. It's glued to this board. It works just as well too. Neither air nor rain will leak. I'll take care of the stairs too. People used to say it didn't seem very strong. I screwed to screws. I tried it. It's very strong. Now let's do another anti-dental. Cut it with this foam board. After cutting, I put glass glue on the roof. After the glue is applied, stick the foam board directly on. The function of this anti-inflammatory is to rain. This water will drip directly down. After the change, I think this cat's nest looks better. Add a little water to these little stray cats. As soon as it's time for dinner, our dahay also comes back. Thank you very much for your suggestions. It's been improved now. It will be more suitable for stray cats to live in the future.
A kitten is licking ice again. The snow froze in just 2 hours. Winter is especially difficult for stray cats living outdoors. Water shortages make survival even harder. Food is scarce, and there is no warm shelter. A kitten steps onto the ice, clearly seeking warm water. It is already late, but there is no need to worry. Hot water is prepared right away. The hot water is ready. At this moment, it is hard for cats to find drinking water during the night. By the next day, frozen bowls are often forgotten. A small black cat is seen licking ice again. The water bowls are completely frozen. Hot water is quickly added. There will be a short absence in the coming days. There is concern that water may not be available. A water pump is found at home. With this pump, a large outdoor drinking fountain is planned. In the afternoon, supplies are purchased. This basin stands out immediately. Its height is suitable for cats to drink from. The only drawback is a hole in the center. It is still purchased and adjusted later at home. First, this piece of ground is carefully cleaned. The compact soil is loosened and dug again. Soil from the field is loaded onto the trolley. The soil is moved toward the back hillside. There is a large amount of cat waste and debris on the ground. These materials will be used for a simple water system. Some leftover bamboo is also prepared. The bamboo is placed down to check the position. A pit will be dug at this location. A hole is dug where the mark was made earlier. The large bamboo will be inserted next. A hole punch is used to measure the bamboo. The size is marked and fits perfectly. A hole is made at this position on the bamboo. A thinner bamboo piece will be inserted. Once inserted, the size fits well. A thin iron rod is used to clear the bamboo joints inside. The next step is creating a water outlet. The bamboo water outlet is designed with a diagonal opening, allowing water to flow smoothly. It is placed in position and tested for length. The previously selected drill is used. A hole is drilled into the large bamboo. This allows water to flow through the pipe. The pipe fits in smoothly. The water pipe needs sufficient length. The pipe is tested inside the thinner bamboo. The prepared bamboo is now placed. It is set into the previously dug pit. The ground was filled back in and compacted. If the ground isn't packed tightly, the cats could topple it. A base for drinking water is placed first. A stone is set to stabilize. A soft but strong material is found. It is used as a block. 2 wooden pieces are selected from the wood pile. They will be used to make a cat water platform. The wood is cut to the desired size. Preserved wood pieces are laid one by one. Each piece is secured with screws. 2 larger boards reinforce the corners. Next, pits are dug. The 2 corners are fixed in place. 2 holes are made at both positions. The pit is dug slightly deeper for stability. The plank fits perfectly on top. The remaining soil is reused. It is filled back and pressed down. After everything is set, the water pump is tested. The pump is placed into the water. Water flows out after a few seconds. Some small stones are collected nearby. These stones help cats stand while drinking. They support the paw pads. All stones are arranged carefully. Extra stones are placed around the basin. Some cats prefer flat stones over fountains. A larger stone is fixed for stable footing. The area is rinsed with water. The basin is filled. As water is added, a cat comes to drink. Another cat soon joins. The hose is cleaned. The pump will be connected shortly. Water flows down smoothly. This stone is very practical. Cats step on it comfortably while drinking water. The stone basin is chosen because of its weight. It stays stable and does not tip over. In future winters, as long as power is available, stray cats nearby can come and drink water. The wood used here comes from existing household materials. An old persimmon rack. It is taken apart for reuse. This wood will be reused to make a staircase. Key support points of the stairs are positioned. The pieces are cut to the same size. They are nailed onto the wooden frame. This makes the structure stronger, for nails are used for each board. The surface frame of the steps is completed. The appearance is still rough. The width and length of the staircase are roughly marked. Next, the staircase brackets are prepared, for wooden supports are cut. They are used as stair brackets. A triangular structure is used for reinforcement. Each corner is pressed and fixed firmly. 2 legs are reinforced. The structure looks solid and stable. After some time, it gradually gets dark. The work continues indoors. Spending quiet time alone feels peaceful. A cat stays nearby the whole time. Finally, 2 more logs are added for middle support. This is how the staircase looks after completion. It is placed and tested. It feels very appropriate. The cat moves around curiously. Jumping up and down looks easy. Suggestions from everyone are helpful. One of the most discussed topics was the electric blanket. This point was carefully considered. Electric blankets can raise certain safety concerns, so it was removed afterward. A thicker cushion was chosen instead. It was placed inside to add comfort. Some viewers also felt the first floor looked too enclosed and dark. A small opening was added on the first floor. A window would be installed there. The transparent panel was adjusted to the right size. Then it was trimmed to fit. Waterproof double-sided tape was used, and the panel was secured in place. The space became more breathable and brighter. It also appeared cleaner and more open. There were also comments about the second floor having no curtains. Some were concerned the cats might feel cold. Using fabric was suggested to create a double-layer curtain. This would make it easier for cats to go in and out. To keep the curtain stable, the second floor was reinforced again. This also made installing the curtain easier. The structure was reinforced all around. As a result, it became more stable. The next step was installing the curtains. Each piece was fixed with screws attached onto the wooden frame. This time, the shelter should feel warmer. The curtain fabric is also quite thick. And finally, 2 large stones were placed on top of 2 boards. They help block wind and snow. The cats seemed to enjoy the space. They came out one after another. The second floor stairs appear thoughtfully designed. They were happy using them. Thanks to everyone who shared suggestions. After these adjustments, the cats seemed to like the shelter even more. Some time ago, the weather was very cold. Stray cats sometimes lick ice when they feel thirsty. After that, an outdoor drinking setup was prepared for the cats. Using a simple water container, many viewers were concerned the water might freeze. Flowing water tends to freeze less easily, though it can still freeze during extreme cold. So it was decided to wait and see, and make adjustments based on shared suggestions. Earlier, some viewers mentioned difficulty finding the shelter. It remains a short distance from the drinking area. The mountain weather is still quite cold. Even the pond water has yet to melt. It froze into a hard layer of ice. Moments like this explain the need for a drinking spot. The video received a lot of attention. Many viewers shared supportive feedback. Some also mentioned studies from different regions, discussing the impact of stray cats on local ecosystems, especially in certain natural environments. Concerns were raised about effects on wildlife. Some feel stray cats should avoid hunting small animals. Others worry about ecological balance. Because of this, opinions on feeding strays can differ. There are also mixed views on building shelters. Some suggest population management approaches, while others express more extreme viewpoints. At the same time, there are many different voices online. These discussions invite reflection. Watching these gentle little cats, it's natural to feel conflicted. Are their hunting instincts truly that strong? Do they really have such a large impact? Some observations were made to better understand this. A chicken from a nearby home was briefly introduced. The chicken was placed in front of the cats. The cats were watched for a while. They showed no interest in chasing it, remaining calm and uninterested. A bird that had long been under human care appeared to observe the cat's reaction. They only watched or sniffed with curiosity. None of the cats even tried to scratch it. Some stray cats were very afraid of it, keeping a bit of distance. Maybe they could tell that this bird was raised by humans. No hunting behavior was observed. The bird was later carried around the house. The cats still showed little interest. In the end, the largest cat nearby simply lay down and fell asleep close by. It was cold some time ago. In the middle of the night, they were seen huddled here. Warm up and sleep. A 3-story shelter was shared for them. Cozy cat nest. The problem of keeping warm and sleeping was solved. However, this foam board is not very scratch resistant. Then an idea came up. One of the bamboo stalks has already been flattened. It was too heavy. A caster wheel should have been installed. This place has now been vacated. It is right here. A cat gym was started. Scrap metal is now being sorted. It was originally planned to be sold as scrap, but after thinking about it and putting it together, it could be turned into a shed for shelter from wind and rain. It was broken in many places. A welder was used to reassemble it, slightly ugly after welding, but fully functional. 4 corners were welded. Then it was assembled. The surroundings of the basin were fixed with screws. The stray cats in the yard When not sleeping in the cat's nest, they roll on the ground, or they go to the back mountain to climb trees. A shared structure allows them both to play. A place for exercise, useful in case of rain and snow. It shelters from wind, rain, and snow. The rack has already been assembled. The rain cover for the ceiling is installed. Then secure the rain cover. Secured in case it blows away. Not tall enough without a stool to reach high spots. Installation is almost impossible. The small rain cover is packed. The pavilion is almost complete. The gazebo is already finished. The backyard is checked to see if it works. Items placed in the pavilion resemble a cat climbing frame. The backyard is empty. It's a fairly open area. Next spring, some vegetables could be planted. Let's take a look at whether there's any usable wood in this firewood pile. There are 2 relatively thin, long pieces of wood that look quite sturdy, set aside for later use. Another tree is available, but it is quite large. The shape is examined, suitable for a cat climbing frame for stray cats. The tree varies too much in size. Excess branches are cleaned up. Use a saw to cut off the extra branches. Everyone recommended using gloves. No gloves were available at home. Socks were used as hand protection instead. Because it had been forgotten to close it yesterday, gave it an overall trim. It actually looks just like the real thing. A solid wood cat tree like this would cost over 100. The stray cats outside have no place to scratch their claws. They all like to scratch their claws on trees. Put this large tree branch in the gazebo and see if it fits. After placement, it is noticed that something is missing. A large log was found outside and brought back. Use a nail gun to secure the base. Wrap some hemp rope around the base of the branch. This is the way I've just learned to wrap hemp rope. The rope end is folded in half first. It is wrapped repeatedly. After a while, the afternoon had arrived. The little cats are hungry. They all came to me. Food is brought to them. They're eating here. Hemp rope use is continued. Cats enjoy pawing at hemp rope. The hemp rope is strong and durable. It is tied here. Just tying a knot has made it strong enough. As soon as it was finished, a cat came to scratch its claws. Something seems missing from the tree fork. This egg basket in the house was chosen. It is considered suitable as a cat's nest. It is hung and fixed. And just like that, a ready-made cat nest is done. It wasn't even finished yet, and this cat was already here to scratch. The large wood that was moved is leveled for use. It will become very useful after a while. Chainsaw is avoided due to fear, though pulling by hand is laborious. Safety is ensured. After sawing, one is placed on each side. This wood is pristine. Appearance is still slightly rough. Decoration will be added later. All unsightly areas are wrapped. Hemp rope wrapped around the wood gives cats a place to scratch. Another purpose is also possible. Because the wood is heavy, the shed is secured. Prevention from being blown away is ensured. Both sides have been wrapped with hemp rope. The cat has started practicing its scratching skills. The lower area appears bare. Use some pebbles to decorate. The middle still feels somewhat empty. Let's check my firewood pile to see if there's anything usable. A rusty metal plate was noticed. It seemed suitable to make a small cat rest table. There's still something missing to put under the resting platform. The fit appears just right. No cutting is needed. This piece of wood is used at home to block the drain. A complete one is taken. One is open to make 2 fixed right angles. The base wood is placed. The large metal sheet that was found is placed on top. Cover this large metal sheet with a cloth. A simple cat rest table is formed. A cat treadmill was intended. But the little cats are always running and playing outside every day. All they need is a simple place where they can scratch and rest. Completion is confirmed. Now they have a place to climb and scratch their claws. It looks like this cat nest is also much loved. Hey! Now there's a shelter for the cats. And a place for them to exercise as well. The morning began with little romance calling at the door. The cat food was found completely wet. It was unclear whether it rained or snowed last night. Rainy weather is often both cloudy and sunny. Earlier, someone mentioned creating a place where stray cats can eat and stay out of the wind and rain. Spring has arrived. The rainy season is approaching. No more delay. Work was started in the afternoon. Some pieces of wood we got from a neighbor's place. The design was roughly planned out. And digging began to form the pit. A branch was placed into position. It was then filled in. The principle was the same as building a house. The foundation came first. 4 pieces of wood were used as support pillars. 4 pieces of wood alone are definitely not enough. Additional wood was ordered, and the owner was very kind. Each time, the wood was carried into the yard with help. The 3rd pillar was being fixed. Before the supports were finished, dinner was already being called. Home-cooked food was enjoyed today. It was already dark after dinner. A small light was found. The final support was completed. It became too dark after the final support was completed. The lights could no longer be seen. It was planned to continue again tomorrow. The wooden strips ordered yesterday were removed on both sides of the wood, making an elevated feeding platform for the cats. The sticks were placed below, from bottom to top. This way proved to be more accurate. A height of 1 meter was set. People mentioned that the cutting machine used before was dangerous. A new one was obtained. A lot of trouble was saved this way. Now the bottom frame was fixed. It was fixed with screws. The material was not very thick. Long screws were used. The width of the sides was measured again. After the measurement, they were fixed one by one with screws. The width of the measuring table. A cutter was used to adjust it to the desired size. The adjusted wooden strips were laid out on the tabletop one by one. All the comments and suggestions shared earlier were read. It was said that screwing was too difficult. It was suggested that a nail gun be bought instead. The bottom was framed. Now it's time to head out and buy some boards for the roof. Right here, the shop owner helped cut the boards to the required size. The bottoms of the 4 supports weren't very even, so a saw was used to level them slightly. It had to be said that the process was quite laborious. Through continuous effort, the 4 top wooden pieces were finally leveled. The boards that were cut earlier are being installed. They were simply laid out one by one. They were then reinforced with gun nails. A large number of gun nails were used on each board to keep the kittens from walking on it. Now it's time to build the roof beams. The beam supports were secured into the wood. Extended screws were used. This way, greater stability was achieved. The top beams are installed, positioned correctly and fixed with screws. With short arms, it almost couldn't reach inside. While the work went on, it started to get dark. The beams were still unfinished as night fell, before darkness fully set in. So the middle beam was secured first. Only this much could be done today. Look, the moon had just come out. It was very dark. Good morning. It was an early trip to the building materials market. Materials were selected to cover the roof and block rain. The material used for kitchen ceilings was selected in the end. The partition boards were cut to size as well. After a quick check, it was almost a perfect fit. This time, a sloped roof shelter was designed. The size of the top needed to be measured first. Then the supports were installed. The shelter isn't very large, so 5 supports were designed. That makes 10 supports in total on both sides. The distance was measured. Then everything was fixed with gun nails. Unable to reach the middle, the work was carried on from the feeding area. It had to be said that the quality was quite good. With a body weight of around 50 kilograms, the platform remained very stable. The beams on the side are now in place. Moving to install the beams on the other side, the platform felt stable enough. It was stepped on a couple of times. It was time to pick up the delivery. It was this large. Okay, thank you. All right, it could be taken away. The thatch ordered online has arrived. This was prepared for the ceiling. Looking at this design, it actually looks quite nice. It was real straw. The straw would be the final layer covering the roof. Next, the middle beam was installed. A few cross beams were added in the middle. This made the ceiling stronger. Some playful cats especially love climbing onto the roof. Stability and strength are always the priority when building. It wouldn't matter even if they jumped on it. The entire frame structure is now complete. The next step was installing the roof. It was said by the owner that this material was waterproof, so it was laid down with confidence. Later, it was fixed in place with gun nails. After assembly, there were still some gaps in the middle. A rainproof tarp was added on top. The shelter is for their meals, and to keep them out of the rain. This waterproof step was therefore very important. A careful check confirmed there were no gaps around. The roofing was started. Looking at it, this shelter kind of looks like a wild person's house. It looks somewhat primitive, like a simple indigenous dwelling. The house was basically finished. In the middle, an extra fence was added. A small ladder was also installed for them. The roof was looked over once more. Looks fairly strong and stable. This staircase was made with hemp rope for climbing up. The hemp rope looks nice and also lets them get some exercise. After that, a fence was added to prevent the cat bulls from falling. It turned out just as expected. These cats really do climb onto the roof. There were already 4 cats up there. Luckily, the roof net is quite sturdy. Otherwise, it would have collapsed after a few steps. All around, the same type of fence was added for them. A small opening was left at the staircase, so they could go in and out freely. It was finally finished. After tidying up, this is the final look. A sheltered place for the cats to eat, protected from wind and rain. Do you like it? Who's not here yet? This was made a few days ago for the stray cats in the yard. After seeing everyone's comments, it was noticed that the setup had many flaws. Today, a little makeover is happening. The foundation problem was dealt with first. Many people said this pillar wasn't very stable. The gaps around the pillar were all filled in. The stones and concrete were crushed and packed into the foundation. It slightly increases the foundation's stability. Next, the empty space on the roof was addressed. The issue of incomplete rain coverage. 2 moisture-proof boards were placed on the loft's beams. The boards were secured so the cats could rest on them. 2 bundles of straw had been left on the roof before. They were placed at the back of the rooftop cat nest. It protects from wind and rain at the back while still being breathable. Next, a staircase was made. A plank was found. Several wooden slats were cut to make a simple staircase. The ladder was placed at the second-floor dining area. It leads directly up to the rooftop cat house. A clear plastic sheet was found. It was cut to make a rain cover for the front of the rooftop house. Being transparent, the inside can be seen at any time. Next, in the dining area, planning to make an open-style cat lounge. Some materials were still left from the previous purchase. After calculating, there was still plenty left. The frame was built around the pillar, and the beams were secured in place. The third-floor frame was basically completed like this. It was secured with gun nails. A rug from home was found and laid down. The size felt just right. And finally, a small decoration was added. After a full day of work, it's finally finished. Everyone asked for some decoration, so a star-shaped light was added. Next to it is where they drink water. Lately, the cats at home have been watching the outside. At this moment, their feelings seem to be understood. Here's the situation. A shelter was made for the stray cats in the yard. A winter cat shelter, a dining area, an exercise area. While making the cat house, most cat supplies in the house were used, all for the stray cats in the yard. They even slept on shoes. Is it their way of telling their grievances? Items that had been used for several months. Today, a decision was made. A permanent cat shelter was prepared for you. There's a white wall in the living room. The spot was chosen right here. Work starts now. 2 brackets were left. They can serve as the base support for an elevated nest. Positions were marked and holes drilled. Expansion screws were inserted. The screws were tightened again. The same was done on the other side. The bracket was positioned and the holes were marked for drilling later. The baseboard of the cat nest was laid. It was fixed with screws. Once the bottom was secured, the top followed. Now the back panel of the cat house is being cut. 3 pieces were cut and installed. The height looked just right. Everything was fixed with screws. An expansion anchor was inserted, then the screw was tightened. The middle felt a bit narrow. Another wooden strip was added. Next came the roof panels. The distance between boards was measured. They were cut to size with a cutter. The basic structure was completed, only the roof was missing. After measuring, the pieces were cut directly. Wooden strips set on the framework. They were arranged neatly, secured with a nail gun. An additional fence was built on the top level. Some cats are playful, so a fence was added around the roof, built using individual wooden strips. The fence follows the same structure as the previous cat dining area. After the fence was finished, a wooden board was taken. It covered the frame area. Otherwise, it would look a bit messy. 2 wider wooden strips were used. Next, the windows were made. A hole punch was used and twisted like this. A small piece of wood came out. The window frame was installed. The cat house at home wasn't made as a fully enclosed type. A slightly open design feels more breathable. Summer isn't far away. Airflow keeps the cat nest cool. The entrance of the nest was made larger, so they can easily go in and out. The cat nest is basically finished. There's still a big empty space beside it. Another one will be built here. No extra brackets were available. An on-site dismantling was the only option. This bracket doesn't serve much purpose. It was usually used for stacking firewood, but it fits surprisingly well here. Almost the perfect length. Holes were drilled and it was mounted directly, saving extra steps. Some boards were cut. It was placed onto this bracket. Secured once again. At the end of the bracket, another cat resting area was made. 3 back panels were installed. the bracket was reinforced again. A total of 4 window openings were drilled, and a small drip edge was installed on the back, to prevent the cats from falling. This design differs from the first cat house. The roof has a small triangular slope. This part of the frame is a bit steep, so another fence was added. 2 ladders were wrapped with hemp rope. 1 ladder links the second level to the third level and the rooftop, so the cats can climb straight up using this hemp rope. Another rope ladder was placed on the first floor. It's done. Let's look at the result. Leftover materials were reused. A new nest was made just for you. Do you like it? You don't need to sleep on the shoes at the door anymore. Come here. Why is your belly so big? Come back quickly. Go in. Go in. Hair is wet. Good thing she returned. Babies born in the mountains would have had little chance. This can't go on like this. Think about it. A spot was chosen for a stray cat to give birth. Although the room isn't very cold now, but during the rainy season, nights in the mountains still drop close to freezing. A newborn kitten could easily freeze. Building it on the wall helps avoid rainwater buildup. A 2-story birthing shelter for stray cats is being built. The first floor holds the baby. The second floor is for eating. Cut wooden strips were laid on the wall and fixed inside. Next, the first floor floorboards were laid. All boards were arranged to the same size. It is then fixed in place. The first and third floors are about half a meter apart in height. Some boards were cut to make the side panels. After the side panels were completed, the roof was then set up. The weather is so strange today. Dark clouds here, but not there. Windy now. Work will continue tomorrow morning. Wake up the next day. The stray cat began showing signs of labor. By this time, a kitten had already been born. What's happening? The kitten suddenly stopped moving. The mother cat was moved to a warm spot quickly. Then the second kitten was born. The first kitten was very cold. An electric heater was placed nearby, next to the mother cat. Still, warmth was hard to maintain. The kitten had breathing difficulties. In the emergency, a basic method was used to help it breathe. The kitten was very lucky. After a while, breathing returned to normal. Still cold. The body finally warmed up after being placed on a heater. Mother cat gave birth to 5 kittens in total. After the mother cat gave birth safely, work had to begin immediately. Limited conditions at home, many helpers nearby. The kitchen environment is not suitable for raising kittens. Once finished, she could go straight to the maternity room. The first kitten was named Little Chuba, working in the kitchen. Help come up with names for the other 4 kittens. A rainproof sheet was laid on the roof. Planks were laid on top, so the house won't get wet when it rains. The house is basically finished. The roof slopes downward. This way, rainwater will flow outward when it rains. An entrance is made next. A pass-through opening between floors 1 and 2. The height is still a bit high. A small wooden platform is added for easier access. These pieces of wood are untreated. A wood wax oil coat is applied for protection, so it lasts longer. After 2 to 3 hours, it's basically dry. A hole is drilled for the heat lamp. The heat lamp is secured in place with screws. Once the power was connected, it was secured in place. It heated up instantly. After a very late night, the day didn't start until noon. Then the remaining parts were finished today. The door and window are transparent. This way, they can be clearly seen even from the yard. It was secured with wall anchors. This setup keeps water out while blocking the wind. The maternity room is placed outdoors in case no one is home. Neighbors can help check on it. Next came the door. With 3 hinges installed, the door opens and closes smoothly. The door is fully transparent. This makes it look better. After the door was installed, the door frame was given another coat. The yard cats seemed to sense it. They all came to see it as the nest was nearly done. Had to drop it down carefully, afraid it might touch him. Once the frame is painted, the cat maternity room is complete. After drying, a door latch was added. It was already dark by now. A test showed no problems. A litter box was placed on the second floor. Cat food and water were prepared. Once her kittens reach 2 months, the mother cat can be spayed safely. A small enclosed maternity room was made for the kittens. It protects them from other cats. She can stay here safely and peacefully. Spaying and neutering is one of the simplest ways to prevent suffering. This is one small step that truly matters. Got it. The second hardest to catch, brought home first. The 2 little black ones are easier to catch. This big white cat still has no idea what's coming. All 4 were caught. Only this little orange one was the hardest. After waiting for a long time, he finally went into the cat bag. As a result, he ran away. Another attempt was made, but it failed. Food was used as bait, but it didn't work on him at all. While he was eating, a surprise move was made. That's how he was caught. You were really hard to catch. He escaped again. Don't point your head at me. Finally caught him. 5 were caught. They'll stay here for 8 hours. All 5 are settled and ready to be taken away. Hello. These are the 5 stray cats brought in for neutering. He's quite small for his age. Really small. But he seems to be about 6 months old. Because he's been fed for several months already. Now the vet is weighing each one. Little White tends to bite, so the vet administered anesthesia right there. A little male cat. Is it done already? Wow, that was fast. Just wanted to take a look. Are you okay? Sooner or later, it's going to happen anyway. Little Black. Tissues were needed. He peed. The big white one is already done. Big White. Right after that, another one came out as well. His condition is still good. His eyes look a bit dazed. The last one was brought out too. Little Orange. You. Better a short pain than a long one. Back in the yard now. Are you okay? Hey, you can still climb the mountain even with that cone on?